Hello, 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 honey. I am Big Meach, and this here, darling, this is a Big Meach moment. Listen, listen. I just want to ask a question, and you guys can debate this all you want if you feel it or whatever. Become Republican, Democrat, whatever, however you decide that you want to do this. I just need to ask this question, and y'all help me to understand a few things because maybe I'm missing something. However, if you're living here in the state of Georgia, I realize that Governor Kemp, honey, is up for re-election next year. Okay, y'all know Stacey Abrams done put her hat into the race and said she's running for governor. And with everything in my power is to get Stacey in there because I'm real tired of Kemp. I didn't think he should have had it the first time. I believe that due to some creative um, works of art and carrying on, that's how he got up in there. Considering that he was running while he was still Secretary of State, which means that he was still able to count votes and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 and can get a little crafty and things of that nature. But I'm not saying that he did anything. I'm just saying that, okay, it's too coincidental to be a coincidence. However, here's where my concern is. Um, for a long time, ever since President Obama was in office, and we have been dealing with the Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare, right? Um, we have been working to get all of the 50 states in the union to expand Medicaid so that people who were not able to get a plan on the marketplace will be able to get some kind of health coverage through the state. Um, Before Kemp was in office, who was our governor at the time? Governor Deal. Um, at that particular time, they decided to opt out. They said they were not going to extend Medicaid, and that was the law of the land for the state of Georgia. And Georgia's not the only state that did that. However, because I live here and I'm from Michigan, um, here in Georgia, they decided not to expand Medicaid. So now what is happening is the current administration, the Biden administration, has put something on the table, and they're trying to get a lot of the states to open and expand Medicaid so that we can get people covered, so that we can have some health insurance, especially now that we're enthralled in coronavirus. Okay, I'm not going to even call it a pandemic anymore because right now we're just enthralled in corona. We're enthralled in quarantining and universal precautions and carrying on. So this is what we're all enthralled in, right? So what has happened? Governor Kemp um, decided that he was going to put a proviso, okay, a little caveat, if you will, onto uh, the Georgia State Assembly, right? And he was like, okay, well, I'll tell you what. And we're going to expand Medicaid. That he had put some kind of employment referendum on it that people had to have some type of employment stability on this side and the other. Okay, which in theory makes sense. However, a lot of people don't have jobs and a lot of people are not able to get this. So the whole idea of Medicaid is to expand it so that everybody can get coverage. Well, the Biden administration said, "Well, I like what the plan is, except for this damn employment thing, right? We're not gonna go for that. Take that piece out. We'll run everything else, and this is where it is." Okay. Well, Governor Kemp done got on his damn high horse and was like, "Fuck that. You know, it's gonna be what this is." And here's where it is. He is deciding to go to court to fight this in court. Here's the question, sugars. Who pays for all those court cases? Because since he's been in office, he done sued Keach and Lance Bottoms here and a few of the other mayors across the state. He has been in and out and filing all these different damn lawsuits and carrying on against other government entities. It's not like he's fighting with businesses and this, that, and other. He's fighting with it's the state versus the federal government or the state versus the city government. You're going to court fighting instead of calling a meeting in your damn in the state capitol building, or even traveling some damn where and hashing it out the way that you do old fashionedly. Have a mediator there at the table and call it a day. But you want to go to court. Who is paying for all of that? And the bigger question is this: if you're going to court to fight for your particular happenstance in a bill or whatever the case may be, does it suit the purpose of you spending all this money to go to court? Or should you just take that money that you are about to spend and just put it in the fucking program and then let the program run? Are we only going to court to prove a point? These are the things that really, 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 really unnerves me with a lot of this shit. And this is, these are the reasons for me that Brian Porter Kemp can no longer serve as the governor of Georgia, honey. You had your little 4-year run. I was going through trying to see what his accomplishments have been as governor. And they are few. I can't even name them because we don't have any significant accomplishments, that are not necessarily party driven or stuff that has been, led by a lot of Trump supporters and, feeding into their whole Trump this, Republican that. The kind of victories that he had was feeding into all of those kinds of things. There's not nothing that's majorly significant that I've been sown. If I'm wrong, prove it to me. But I need to see what he has done outside of sending everybody to court and this, that, and the other. The greatest thing that for me, that I feel that should say that he needs to get the hell up out of here was when he opened up the state of Georgia. He opened up Georgia, and then Florida followed suit. And now you see what the hell is going on. We have all these different cases of corona and carrying on that done skyrocketed, whether folks are believing it's a conspiracy or not. All of these different cases have started to skyrocket, and businesses have to shut down, and you go into battle with the mayor of Atlanta, who was the capital city. Okay, why? Because you were so busy trying to sit there and be a Republican and talk about economy to where your dastardly deeds have the state of Georgia in some of the state that it's in. I can't put it all on him because he said that we're expecting grown folks to do the right thing, the honor system. Well, shit, your ass wasn't honest. You were not honest about a few of these damn things. So what the hell makes you think that an entire state was going to sit down and use the honor system just because you said, oh, well, you shouldn't be doing that, so please don't do it because we're not going to mandate it, but you know what you should and should not do, and yet we're in the state that we're in. Really? You don't want to sit down at the table and expand Medicaid so that these folks who don't have insurance, like me, number one, I don't have any medical insurance anymore because mine was canceled from my job thanks to COVID. So you don't want to expand Medicaid, but yet you want to take the president. You want to fight this in court. What sense does that make, people? If it makes sense to you, help it make sense to me, because I don't see how spending the money to go to court to fight something frivolous and stupid, as far as a disagreement on caveats. Congress don't never go to court. When they sit down there going back and forth with the damn bill, they don't take the president to court because they don't believe in this and don't believe in that. They either just, they turn it down or say, we're not going to pass this damn thing until you go back and rework it. Why is it that we got to go to court spending money? Because if you got this kind of money to spend, that means that this is money that could have went into the program that you so highly, quote unquote, disagreeing with. Use that money, put it in the program, all said and done, right? At least that's how I'm seeing it. What are your thoughts, honey? I'm just giving it to y'all like this because it just pisses me off. And I started pacing the floor. I'm like, this here just makes no fucking sense. Okay, I'm off my soapbox right now, honey. I'm Big Meach. And this is a Big Meach moment. That damn Kemp.